Hey guys, what is up? Grant right here. I am back here today for a brand new video. Now today's video is going to be kind of an, how do I say it? We're going to do a redo of a video that I did for the one and only Lara Fabian. I got a massive amount of comments stating that the version that I should have done was what we're going to be looking at today. So we're going to be fixing the mistake on this channel. I believe a big part of any, reputable platform, whether it be a business, whether it be a channel online, whether it be a website, you have to take accountability and fix the problems within, and I'm all about that. So we're going to be fixing the little mistake we made by watching the wrong video the other day. We're going to be looking at the right version, the version you guys wanted, and I'm super happy to do so. Once again, if you guys missed it, the reaction was for Lara Fabian's duet with Johnny Halliday on Requiem por un Fao. I believe that's how it's pronounced. You guys always know I am not a good, outside language speaker, if you want to put it that way, so I try my best. If that's not the correct pronunciation, let me know nicely in the comments, but please don't kill me. We're going to be looking at it today. I am super excited. Once again, I am sorry that I looked at the wrong version, but we are getting it right today. We're going to be looking at the version you guys wanted, and I am here for it. I hope you are as well. So get something to drink, get something to eat, dress up, dress down, do whatever it is that makes you feel in the correct zone, and join me to look at it today. Without further ado, let's get into it. Before I begin today's video, as always, if you're new here, I am so thankful to have you here. Please hit that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up if you like and hear what you see and hear at the end, and head on to my Patreon. Join all of the other lovely members there for first access on all content to come forth from me on this channel. And let's get into it.
N'approchez pas, que vous soyez flic ou badaud. Je tue celui qui fait un pas. Je ne ferai pas de cadeau. Éteignez tous ces projecteurs et baissez vos fusils braqués. Non, je ne vais pas m'envoler sans elle.
Dis ton curé, dis ton pasteur, qu'ailleurs ils aillent se faire pendre. Le diable est passé de bonheur et mon âme n'est plus aveugle. Si vous me laissez cette nuit, alors je vous donnerai ma vie. À quoi me servirait ma vie sans lui?
Un fou d'amour.
Seul, c'est
lève la nuit pâlie, les chasseurs et les chiens ont faim. C'est l'heure de sonner la lalie. La bête doit mourir ce matin.
Je vais ouvrir grand les volets, referme-moi le cœur, je suis prête. Je peux m'endormir pour toujours, pour toujours.
Je n'étais qu'un fou, mais par amour, elle a fait de moi un fou d'amour.
Mon ciel s'éteint, ses yeux se bougent, ma vie c'était son corps.
Je l'aimais tant que pour la garder, je l'ai tuée. Je ne suis qu'un fou,
Tu n'es qu'un fou
un fou d'amour,
d'amour.
un pauvre fou qui meurt d'amour. Oh, qui meurt d'amour. Oh, qui meurt d'amour.
Boy, I might need a Kleenex or two over here. That was, that really, really hit me. Thank you once again, Kevin, for that request. This one really got to me, though. This one really, really hit me. Okay, let's get it together here. Once again, I am so sorry, guys, that I watched the wrong version of this before, but I'm glad we could watch the correct version together today. And it was well worth it. The other version was amazing, but this one just completely took my breath away. We're going to talk all about it. You guys already know that's what I'm here for. I want to start off, as I said in my last video, they both complement each other so darn well in this song. The vocal chemistry, and that is a thing, was absolutely electrifying in this performance, along with the other, forms of chemistry. But the vocal chemistry, it's a very, very hard thing to accomplish. There's been a lot of duets. I'm always saying this with you guys, and you guys know it. A lot of times, especially with two powerful singers, it's a power battle. They don't mean to do it, but one is trying to outdo the other, whether it be two females or a man and a female. A lot of times you can hear it's a power, someone wants to be the bigger, star of the duet, if you want to put it that way. This was the prime example of how a duet is supposed to be done. It is a give and take. I said that in the last video I just did. Let's imagine that we're bouncing a ball back and forth. That's the way I always refer to a duet. You have to bounce that ball back and forth, and there has to be equal weight on both ends, if you want to put it that way. Each performer needs to hold their own. There can't be one person holding it and the another person, just filling in. Both have to bring that intensity and hold their own, and these both just freaking nailed it. The power, the passion, the chemistry, and the way their voices just meshed so well in this, so well. Just absolutely mind-boggling, absolutely mind-boggling. the just the physical chemistry that these two have is just unbelievable. I mean, the voyage that this performance took you on, just looking at them and looking at how they interacted with one another on stage, just absolutely, just like I said, I feel like I've been on a roller coaster. You know what I mean? I'm like out of breath here. Absolutely electrifying, these two. And it just, like I said, once again, that shows you how it's supposed to be done. It is, everything is involved in a performance. The vocals are the centerpiece, but you got to have, everything has to be, you know, a reflection of one another, if that makes sense. The energy, the attitude, the, you know, the aura on stage has to match the passion of what's going on stage visually, needs to match the vocals. The, you know, the lighting, the color, everything needs to mesh well. It needs to be a reflection of one another, and I feel this performance was just so well thought out. It was so, the preparation obviously was there. It just, everything was just absolutely A1A, unfreaking real. Can't get over it. I'm still almost freaking teary-eyed, grown man teary-eyed over here. Sheesh, I said this in the last video with her. The way that she is able, the way Lara Fabian is able to go from those really, really heavy moments of vocal distortion to those really, really resonant clear belts, just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, is absolutely unbelievable, and is such a difficult thing to do as a vocalist. I said this in the last video. Everything I'm saying, a lot of what I'm saying now, I said in the last video, but, you know, you have to really, really, really know how to strike a really good balance between having enough intensity, having too much intensity, having enough chest voice or having too much chest voice, just pushing too much or not pushing enough. It's like a very fine line you got to strike if you want to do it the right way, because if you don't do it the right way, there's usually no second chances. If you push too hard when you're doing those moments, whether you're growling and doing that distortion, it messes up your tone for the rest of the performance a lot of time, and it just messes up the quality of your voice. The belts, a lot of times with other singers, are not as resonant after those moments because they've put strain on their vocal cords by not doing it the correct way. I am guilty of this myself. Still to this day, I struggle with it. I've gotten a lot better with, you know, vocal coaches, but it's a very hard thing to do. She is just the master at it. Out of everyone I've seen, she is so good at it because she just does it. She gets that right amount of intensity to make that impact, but she doesn't go overboard. And you can hear how healthy it is. You can hear the difference between a healthy moment of vocal distortion and a forced, you know, pushy one. I like both, but if you're going to get through this kind of vocal performance with this quality of, you know, belting and, you know, just vocal gymnastics going on, it has to be done correctly or it's not going to work. She absolutely nailed it in this, and the impact that she made, just with every single line just hit. I mean, it just hit. If you want to say it like this, I'll say it like this. The plane, she landed that plane, like knocked it out of the frickin' park, and so did he. And I said this in the last video, their voices, I feel that gritty, growly texture in his voice really brought out that quality in her voice as well, because what I'm used to hearing from her is more of the clean, sort of, you know, resonant, clean sound, and I love that she is able to switch between both in one performance, and I feel having him on stage doing that with his voice sort of helped, the energy just helped bring that out of her. And I can relate to that when I'm on my, you know, with my band on stage. The energy from the other singers and my band leader and the drums and the guitar and everything, it sort of ignites a fire in you and it brings it out of you. And it just, a lot of people might not get it, but if you are a singer or an entertainer, you know what I'm talking about. Absolutely nailed it. And her belts, her flip between the belts and the head voice toward the end, just complete, that's what got me, like, knocked me into the, you know, the crybaby mode. Unfreaking real. And it's those really, really, really tricky moments that either, you know, really make or break a performance, and she always nails them, I'm telling you. And a lot of times other singers, when they don't get those moments right, they overcompensate by doing a bunch of riffs or stuff, you know, after that to cover it up. and she always gets it right where she needs to get it right. That is such a rare thing to see. I've been guilty of it in the past myself. I mess up a note, or I go flat or sharp or what have you, and then I try to compensate after. It's over. If you don't get it right, it's better to do subtle things to sort of mask it rather than to do too much after, to sort of just take the whole thing over the top and to ruin the actual, feel of the song. And she just always gets it right where she needs to get it right, when she needs to get it right. Just like I said, knocked me into the middle of nowhere. I'm like discombobulated now. The fact, once again, that you didn't need 10 minutes of props or dancers or other nonsense. It was the actual music that drew your attention in the beginning of this performance, is what I'm always preaching on this channel till the end of time, till somebody hits me over the head. You need all that extra stuff that you see in these performances nowadays. Then that means that the musical quality of whatever you're performing is not up to par, because that's what should be the center focal point of the performance, not the props, not the dancers, the actual music. If it's not, you got work to do. Go back to the drawing board. Sorry. I am just such a fan of Lara Fabian, just her natural beauty. I've said this a million times. The moment you see her, I'm telling you, just chills. Just, she is just so stunning. Just everything about her, the energy that resonates from her. It's such a light in a very, very dark industry, I feel. A lot of times when performers get on stage, you feel a dark sort of energy exuding from them and filling the venue. I think with Lara, when she gets on stage, she's like an angel, I'm telling you. An angel just illuminating the entire space she's in, and I know her audience members feel the same. She is just one of a kind. Just I've never seen anything like it in my life, to be honest with you. And I am dead, determined, along with Kevin and others, to bring justice to the fact that she belongs right next to the other three in the vocal trinity. I'm always bringing that back, because that is, what we're trying to accomplish here. We're trying to make a lot of people don't know about her. The music industry sabotaged her, Sony sabotaged her, and a lot of people still don't know about her, and we're bringing awareness to this. So, she gets her due credit, you know what I mean? Because she's earned it. She's one of the best singers of all time that I've ever heard in my life. She's right up there with Whitney, Celine, and all of them. Right there. No ifs, ands, or buts. And if anything demonstrated that, it's this. But like I said, that was absolutely mind-boggling. And once again, I love how the performance was. Obviously the preparation was there that went into it, but it wasn't overtly choreographed. Everything felt very natural, and the chemistry was very natural. It wasn't forced, it wasn't staged. You didn't feel that sort of cast between the two. And when I say that, what I mean is a lot of times when you see duets, it's very sort of manufactured, if I can put it that way. It's not that, you just know it's not natural. You don't get that energy from it. They're not naturally connecting. It's very just forced. It's a very, robotic in a way. And you just don't feel that authenticity there. I think with these two, just the chemistry, the natural chemistry, the sexual chemistry, the romantic chemistry was just, I'm telling you, just shook the walls, probably. I mean, you could probably feel the energy from those two together in that venue. And that is what I'm all about. If you can't get that kind of a feeling out of a performance, what was it for? What was it for? I can't stress that enough. I am just such a stickler for that, because when I get on that stage with my band, I aim for the same. I'm going to make them shake. I'm going to give them, I'm going to give them what they came for, an experience, and I'm going to make them feel. Maybe they didn't come feeling good, but they're going to leave, affected by what I did. And that is what it's about. If you do not get on that stage with that purpose to go and get them, like we say in my band, then you didn't come for the right reason. And like I said, you need to go back to the drawing board. End of story, buddy. Like I said, this performance just knocked me out. The message of the song, everything just, like I said, I still got the hairs on the fucking arms raised up. I cannot stress enough how happy I am to be reviewing this content. I could ramble on and on and on about this. You guys have heard everything from me. I don't want to keep you for too long, but like I said, I'm just so passionate about it, and I'm so grateful to be here looking at it with you guys today. Thank you once again, Kevin, and everybody else for giving me the 411 on the correct version of this to look at today. I'm so happy we're able to get to it. I cannot wait to review the next video from her, coming very soon this week, hopefully. And we're going to continue the Lara Fabian journey on my channel together. Thank you so much for joining me today for this reaction video. Once again, if you are not subscribed to this channel, I need you to hit that subscribe button. Give the video a thumbs up because I know you liked what you saw and heard today. And head on over to my Patreon and join the others for first access on all content to come forth from me on this channel. Be a part of the community and everything that I have going on there. Once again, if you have requests, leave them in my comments here or on the Patreon, and I will get to as many as I can. I look forward to seeing you guys soon with the next video to come on this channel, and I will check you guys later. Great day. Peace.